Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. My name is Fluffy Temper. Welcome to Like Fluffy TV. Today we're going to make trail rations. I'm going to gather the ingredients here. You need 8.5 graham crackers, 4 tablespoons of butter, 3 tablespoons of granulated sugar, 1 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk, 4 ounces of unsweetened chocolate. It says chopped, I used chocolate chips, and 30 large marshmallows cut in half. There is a dog on my counter. Jackie, get down. I need to pay better attention. I have a parchment lined pan in front of us. I figured this is going to be a sticky mess and I didn't want it sticking to my pan, so I think the parchment paper is a must here. I'm going to preheat the oven to 350 degrees and melt the 4 tablespoons of butter in the microwave. So if you don't know, when you look at a stick of butter, it does have tablespoon markings on it. So you can just count and cut. I'm going to put the graham crackers on the bottom of the pan, filling up every part of the pan that I can and breaking them if I need to. I did use a couple more than the 8.5, but 8 fits pretty good. I just wanted to use the rest of the package. Now the directions say to melt the butter in a saucepan with the butter and sugar. I did not. I used the microwave, added the sugar and the butter together, and then drizzled it on top. This then goes back into the oven, so I figured the saucepan was unnecessary. So we're just going to add the sugar directly to the melted butter and then drizzle that on top of our crackers. After we drizzle here, we're going to toss it in that 350 degree oven for 8 minutes. It says until the bubble mixture is bubbling. There is not enough bubble mixture, or there's not enough butter mixture on here for this to bubble. It soaks right into the crackers. So I just stuck it in the oven for 8 minutes. Back to the microwave again. We're going to take the 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk and the 4 ounces of chocolate chips, combine them in a bowl and stick them in the microwave. When you're microwaving chocolate, make sure you pull it out every 10 to 15 seconds. It's not going to feel like it's going anywhere, but eventually you will start to see it melting. You don't want chocolate to burn. Once it burns, it's over. It smells bad. It tastes bad. You just have to start over again. So when you're microwaving chocolate, every 10 to 15 seconds, stop it, pull it out, stir it. And eventually it'll start to get all nice and melty for you. So there's like the first 15 seconds. And then we'll do it again. So I continued to put the chocolate and the condensed milk in the microwave for 15-second intervals until most of the chocolate was looking kind of melty. I still had some chunks at this time. I did just keep stirring until the rest of the melted chocolate and the sweetened condensed milk melted the rest of the chocolate the rest of the way. Pulling it out early and not waiting until all of it is completely melted also helps prevent burning. So there, I'm letting the condensed milk and the rest of the hot chocolate heat up the rest of the chocolate in there that's not melted. Now it's all nice and creamy. For the marshmallows, it says to take 30 large marshmallows and cut them in half. After spending all this time cutting all these marshmallows, I wondered why I didn't just use miniature marshmallows. So I did put a note in my recipe to next time ignore the large marshmallows and just use the small ones. Pulling my graham crackers out of the oven, we're going to drizzle on this chocolate, spread it out all nice over the top of the graham crackers. And then I'm going to arrange the marshmallows and plop this guy back in the oven. I didn't have time to do the very last step, which was to put this in the microwave, which I think would solidify the chocolate really nicely. Unfortunately, my friends came shortly after I pulled this out of the oven, so we ate it hot. The only downside with eating it hot is that it makes a mess. It was a beautiful mess. It tasted delicious, just like a s'more. I can definitely hear the requests for this again in the future. So eat them hot, use a fork, or have lots of napkins, or put them in the refrigerator. They'll solidify up a bit, so they're not quite so sticky and drizzly and melty chocolatey. Either way, these trail rations taste really good. And the Dungeon Meister cookbook definitely hit this nail on the head again. There we have it. Ooey gooey, chocolatey, marshmallowy s'mores. Have a wonderful day, everyone.